I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaFleur.
If you leave me, I'm good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to never did it. Make us see love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I feel it, what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. No, no. Your body, they make I see you. Now you where they got my fancy. They do me a give party, oh no 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 no. When they call me, I want to go, but you got me. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K. Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West, where the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. They won their last game against the Rockets. In Houston.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And make some noise. It's your Monday.
Rockets on defense. Here's Cousins. Out to Barrett. Back to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Let's remember that a 7'6" wingspan accompanies the frame of DeMarcus Cousins. Somebody might want to box him out.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. They have won their one matchup against this team so far. He said the first order of business was for them to score against a very tough shot-blocking team inside. He said in a game like this, you can't turn down perimeter looks. They could be the key to victory. We'll see if he's right, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. And hey, if you want to get out early against a good defensive team, Greg, it's going to require some great play calling.
Finding the weak link and then finding a way to exploit it. No one said it would be easy.
And making good use of mismatches. Know the scouting report. Attack those weaknesses.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
How about the power that Boogie Cousins brings to the table? Tough matchup for any defender.
Greg, last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is such a sharp weapon for Chris Paul, right? Most times you just assume he's going to knock that free ball down.
Now, here's Barrett. Here's Duncan. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Here's Houston now. 4-point game. Anthony taking his time here. And it's off from three-point range.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Duncan with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. And the call will be against Jason Richardson. That's his first foul. Now here's Cousins. Over Jones.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Offensive rebound. Out to Turner. Pass to Paul. The three. The shot by Turner, no good. Hornets trail by 4. Barrett wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range.
You can tell some players like that rhythm dribble. R.J. Barrett using the pull-up jumper. Go ahead, R.J.
Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Screen by Duncan. Big shot on the way. Misses off the left iron. Houston leading by 3. And Jones has it in the corner. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Hornets on offense. At the top of the key, Cousins. And Jones sends it back.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Anthony on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Duncan up on top. shoots over Turner. Over to the left wing. And again, the Hornets missing.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Something people always mention, Doris, about Miles Turner is what a strong leader he is.
Kev, consider how rare it is. Miles Turner was voted captain after just his second season in the league. He's positive, he's willing to be a vocal presence, and his attitude about being a terrific teammate contributes to what people think of him. You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Now, here's Garland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
2 minutes.
Pass to Barrett. Garland with it. Defended by Paul. A reverse. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Personal foul.
And Doris for Darius Garland, playing point guard, runs in the family.
That's exactly right, Kevin. Think about it. His father, Winston Garland, played 7 seasons in the NBA. And while Darius has always wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, Winston will be the first to tell you that young one is already better.
Down low. Pass to Bouknight. From the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Washington with it. And the Hornets miss again. 1:15 left in the first. Williamson with it. Garland picks him up. Pass to Chang. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Hornets trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Barrett. The shot missing. Good D by Williamson. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
And as we've watched him develop, Zion has steadily improved his passing ability.
Outside for Griffin. The offensive rebound. Zubac. Now Barrett. Goes back up. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson, the screen. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And that concludes the first quarter of play.
Please give a big round of applause.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Personal foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Outside to Houston. Show some love for your Honeybees fans. Your Honeybees. Everyone, show them some love.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Out to Barrett. Back to Garland. Pass to Cousins. Just 4 to shoot. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
Outside Anthony. And it's Turner flashing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Duncan can't hit.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch. And we thank you for that story.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. In the corner, it's Griffin. Screen by Cousins to the right side. Rockets with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Turner. Inside. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Paul surveying the floor. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution for the Hornets.
Hornets trail by 11. Pass to Cousins. No good that time. Good D by Jones. And it's Jones with the ball for the Rockets. Lets the three fly. No good. Shot missing. And the Hornets now going the other way. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Zion Williamson.
And here is Cousins. He has 6. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Another miss by Houston. And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 11. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off.
If there's been a glaring weakness for the Charlotte Hornets these past several seasons, they clearly are not a good enough defensive team. And I mean that both in the painted area and with their perimeter guard play on the defensive end.
Pass to Washington. There's a screen by Washington. Over in the corner, Reddish. Here's Rozier. 5 to shoot. They could use a bucket. Well, Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rockets leading by 12. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Doris with a strong post presence. Could the Hornets have been a playoff team?
Well, I think it's a foundational piece to any championship level defense. Most of the best defenses begin by taking away the painted area and easy shots and build outward, Kevin. So for me, it's more than just individual parts. You have to add in mentality and commitment and defensive principles that are built from the coach on through the personnel.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
As to Williamson. It's rebounded by Barrett. Hornets trail by 13. And a Zubac to top the key. Back to Rozier. .124 left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 to shoot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Sometimes the defense is willing to contest that in-between game, and Terry Rozier says, listen, if it's a bucket, I'll take it.
Here's Knicks. Richardson outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And what can give Jason Richardson the edge out there is his explosiveness. That sometimes it's like he just has bottomless energy, and that just lets him outplay you.
No good on the second free throw.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was... there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Rozier looking around. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Cans it from downtown.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Barrett with the ball. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
There's Williamson with the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now, here's Reddish. And so it's the Houston Rockets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this.
Your Hornets, you dance.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And they double up Cousins. Barrett for 3. Now Cousins. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. Shot clock at 3.
Rocket substitution.
No good from Duncan.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Richardson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Richardson's got the first points of the second half here for Houston.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Bounce pass from Rozier. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Duncan, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Richardson outside. And the three off target. Hornets trail by 13. Duncan outside. Charlotte moving it around. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A sin of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Show some love for your honeybees fans.
Here's Barrett. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And Cousins throws it down.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Over to the wing. Cousins, no one around him. Here's Duncan. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life. And you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Well, once he gets the ball in that close, you've already lost. Anthony will find a way to hurt you.
Rockets have gone 6 of 11 from the line tonight. First free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Here's Cousins, and the jam by DeMarcus Cousins.
Are you kidding me? DeMarcus Cousins, my goodness, go ahead.
Outside Anthony. Kicks it out to Richardson. And the rejection by Cousins.
The aggressive defense by DeMarcus Cousins, not content to just alter it. Send it back.
Off the inbound pass. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Here's Rozier. Pass to Reddish. Fires from deep. And Duncan gets it to go in. Now just a 5-point Rocket lead. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Houston with it. Paul goes in. And again, the turnover by the Rockets. Charlotte making a switch. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from field during his time in Boston.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Out to Duncan. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Turner. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
4 on the clock. And Garland comes to help. Oh, offensive interference.
The basket pass. That'll be goaltending.
Hornets trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
He takes it in. Garland is doubled. Pass to Zubats. Back to Barrett. Just 2 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Houston ball. Rocket substitution, Zion Williamson.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. The Rockets with another miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Pass to Duncan. And he commits the intentional foul. Now a timeout called by Houston.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Houston. And with these right on the floor, makes the door for your Hornets.
And the Rockets making a change here.
Everyone, show us some love.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Outside Garland for the tie. Doesn't go that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. To end the drought. And Williamson with the layup. 14 points for Zion Williamson.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Houston leading by 5. Williamson outside. In the corner, it's Jang. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bouknight. Over Garland. Misses off the right iron.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets ahead, up by 2. Whoop.
43. The Rockets. 45.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
It's the fourth quarter.
And so it's Houston with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Duncan, a screen. Fires top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Outside Jackson. No good from outside. Hornets trail by 4. Right side, Garland. And he's way off from outside. To the wing right side. In the corner, it's Jang. Williamson in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Garland with it. Picked up by Turner. And there's the foul. It's on James Bouknight. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called, the Rockets. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. So both teams making some changes here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's Stephen Silas's message for his team during the last break. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. A 3 from Garland. Unable to get that one. And Houston the other way now. Williamson looking it over. Griffin with some nice D. And so Garland will bring it up to the Charlotte Hornets. 6-point game. And it's Garland slamming it down.
Boy, that is a big-time acrobatic athletic move by Darius Garland. Look out.
Here's Anthony. And he drives in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Kicks it out to Williamson. The jump hook and the rejection by Cousins. Here's Garland. Pass to Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Houston ball.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Anthony with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on A.J. Griffin. First one falls for him.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Hornets trail by 8. Outside Griffin. Here's Cousins. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Cousins has got 10 points here in the second half. It's Turner, high post. Richardson gets a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. And the Rockets lead by 9.
And the defense, you can't forget about Richardson from deep. His three-pointer is extremely dangerous.
Cousins inside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Williamson double team. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him.
5th personal foul. And the third team foul.
Williamson with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Lock at 6. Cousins knocks it away. And here is Rozier. To the middle. Shoots the 3. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hornets trail by 7. In the corner, Barrett with it. .130 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Duncan. A second chance effort. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Anthony. Out to Turner. Here's Paul. Anthony in the corner. Here's Richardson. The Rockets with another miss. And the Hornets with possession here. They trail by 7. And stolen by Williamson. The finish. And the dunk by Williamson.
Outstanding at getting his hand on the ball. Williamson's opportunistic attitude on defense makes such a difference.
Here's Cousins. Banked in off the glass.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Ball outside. Driving inside. Misses from short range. Down low. Here's Cousins. Money!
No moment ever too big for the big man, DeMarcus Cousins. Go ahead, sir.
I'm open.
Williamson up top. Nice D from Barrett. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group